Hi, this is Catherine, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to help your child solve his or her problems. You might think children need help with everything, but actually they don't. The best thing to do is to teach them that they can solve their own problems most of the time. And then when they can't solve a problem, they need to come and talk to us, a caring adult, a guardian, a parent, a grandparent, and get your help. But we're trying to foster a sense of independence, no matter how young the child is. So I have a couple strategies that really work and empower even a 5-year-old on solving their own problems. So as with any of my strategies, I recommend that you role play when you are teaching a new concept to your child. And this is very easily done. Children love puppets. I've actually even had 6th or 7th graders want to use puppets. So don't think a puppet might not work. So ask your student if they would like to use a puppet, or if they want to use one of their Minecraft toys, or if they would just like to act it out with you. But it's really important you practice, because with anything, when we learn a new skill, we need to practice before we get it in our head. So the first strategy, as you can see on my blog post, is stop, think, and walk away. So when I teach that to the kids, I say stop, think, and walk away. And I always combine it with the sign language because it sticks in the brain better. Even better is to have the words stop, think, walk away printed out on a piece of paper, or just write it down somewhere and have them look at the words, do the actions, and do it with you. So then you go through some scenarios and you say, okay, now I'm going to show you. I'm going to be the kid. And let's pretend this puppet here says something mean about my shoes. Okay, I don't like your shoes. So I'm just going to stop. I'm going to think. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm not a person who says mean things. I always fill people's buckets. I don't dip into them. So I'm going to walk away from this person. And then you show how you walk away, or have your little Minecraft person walk away very powerfully. Your head isn't down. Stop it, leave me alone. Not that. That's very passive. That's a whole different thing that I can review with you. But you want to show your child how to be empowered and solve their problem. Then you flip the role and say, okay, now I'm going to say something about your shoes, or about your shirt, or I don't want to play with you. What are you going to do? And then you remind them as soon as it happens, you say to them, you can't play tag with us. Then you remind them, now what do you do? And then they're going to do it. They will always do this action with it, especially the little kids. So just keep going over that and over that, and go through different scenarios. Your child always has trouble with his brother, and they always pick on each other, or this one knocks over the other one's Lego things. Stop, think, walk away. The only thing I say about this concept that I warn kids about is you have to be careful not to use it when an adult is asking you something and you don't like what the adult is saying. Johnny, clean up your room, says Dad. Stop, think, and walk away. What a terrible thing to do. Dad is going to get more upset. It looks disrespectful to an adult. So instead, which will be a different lesson, I teach them to use an I feel statement in that moment. But don't worry about that right now. Just say to them, don't use this with your teachers or with adults. The next concept I teach kids is how to ignore. So ignore looks like folding your arms, looking away. It can be turning your whole body away, and you think inside your head, I'm not listening. I'm not listening to this. If somebody is giving you a put down that dips into your bucket, then give yourself a put up instead and ignore what they're saying. Or practice, if somebody is doing something annoying sitting next to you, focusing and doing your work and ignoring. Again, role play with your child. And then the last one is a very simple one, but it does work. So, and that one is please stop, and then explicitly naming what the problem is. So, somebody's tugging your hair. You could ignore. You could stop, think, and move away on the carpet from them, or you could just say, please stop tugging my hair. And someone is tapping their pencil. Please stop tapping your pencil. Oftentimes people don't know they're doing something annoying. Well, what about the kid, who picks on your kid and says, I don't want to play with you. I don't like your hair. So they stop, think, and walk away. The kid follows them. So then they ignore. Or they say, please stop bothering me. And they do it again. At that point, that is when you report to a grown-up. And you say, Mrs. Smith, I have a problem. Bobby keeps calling me names, and I walked away from him, and I ignored him, and he is still bothering me. Please help me. And we all take this kind of behavior very seriously. We do not ever want your child to be bullied at school. And we take it very seriously when a kid is doing a repetitive behavior over and over. Remember, bullying is not one mean comment once. It is repetitive over time and an imbalance of power. The bully and the kid who's being picked on. I hope this has made it more clear. Please let me know if you have any questions.